In this episode, I have some lunch, Craig is shorter than this guy, we attempt to heal this cow's terribly sore from left foot, and these cows make a run for it.
Morning, how are we? Today's a bit different. We're headed to a farm and they couldn't actually take us today. We were cancelled, but we decided to go anyway, so we're going to get the cows out ourselves. That makes sense. Anyway, this is the Hoof GP, guys. If you haven't already subscribed, please consider hitting the subscribe button right down there. It's completely free. It just means you'll get reminded that there are new videos when there are new videos.
And I won't let it rush when I see you dance, and the moment comes when I fall and time goes slow. I fall into you.
It's a gorgeous morning. The diggers in the garden, digging the foundations, or at least sorting the foundations for the new facility, shed, barn, whatever it's going to be. And Craig, he's just arrived, so he's outside topping up the crush. Campbell got himself dressed this morning and he's done an awesome job, look.
Did you hit the subscribe button?
The boy has a point. See you later, baby. Love ya. Oh, Dyker's just arrived. Dyker gave me some free pillows the other day, actually. Cushions, Highland cow cushions. He knows I love them, so he gave me them. We're going to say hello to Danny. Look at the awesome job. Dyker is a waller here in Scotland. Look, he's hiding. Morning, Danny. Hey, them
Graham, how are you?
Them cushions are good. Where can everyone else buy the cushions?
Company House Interiors.
Company House Interiors, Castle Douglas. I'll give you the website below, okay? And I'll show you them right now, look. They're awesome, aren't they? Craig's job first thing in the morning is to load up and sharpen the knives. And I think he's already done that. And the knife's sharp.
Is there ever any doubt?
Keys don't work in the pickup, so I need to push it against the start button. That's where the new shed's going, eventually. So this farm's a little bit different as well, because the farmer has actually given me all of the stone for use at our house to build that there wall. And in return, we're hoof trimming that kind of portion of the bill for the stone off. So we're kind of hoof trimming for free, just at this farm. But it's really good because it means I can do loads and loads and loads and kind of really get stuck into this farm and do as much for them as we can, because he's helping me out so much with the stone. And he is hauling the stone about 50 miles actually in total, probably, which is a long way on a tractor and trailer. Anyway, let's get there and get some cows. And we're here. Sure wants us to have a look through the dry cows to see what is wrong or what is not quite right in there, so we'll crack on and get them done. Let's fish them out. Where's my sidekick gone? Craig, what are you doing with your hands in there?
They're in my pocket.
There's a time and a place. I think the plan is bring them all down, put them all inside, figure out which ones could benefit from trimming, and then bring those outside. Oh, she looks sore. Come on, lass. She's definitely getting trimmed.
Right now at this farm, there are a lot of cows dry, as you can see, and it's not ideal working through them to figure out which ones are lame and which ones are overgrown, but we're going to do the best we possibly can to make sure we don't miss any.
Come on, girls. And do you want to take them all in? I'll go find some spray paint, okay? If I can find any. Come out, wherever you are. This place also has robots, look. Oh. Find any spray marker, but I have a plan. We'll use Repoderma. No spray paints, we're using Repoderma.
So the guys who work here have already given us a list of cows they'd like us to pull out from this group, but we're also working our way through to make sure that they haven't missed any that have overgrown feet or don't look perfectly comfortable.
Not the most efficient of measures, but we'll get there in the end. Now we just need to get them in the place we need them to be. In fact, we'll get the crush in first and get set up. Little buggy's in the way. just leave it there until we get the crush properly loaded. Loaded? Set up.
Can you come in at more of an angle? Whoa!
How's that? Not perfect, is it?
Well, that's what I was shouting. Could you come in at more of an angle? It's okay. We can work with it.
He's nice, isn't he? Take two. I didn't realise he hasn't pushed the grass in. These cows get zero grazed, which basically means that they graze, but the grass is brought to them, kind of like a delivery service. Look, fresh, luscious, good smelling grass. Doesn't taste as good as it looks. Doesn't actually taste that bad, to be fair. Yeah, he's got to move all of this into the sides, and I am now in the way, so I need to shift out of the way, let him do that, and then get it up. He's good at doing it, but can you imagine how quick that would be with a snowplow? One pass and it would all be done. They are actually changing the end of that building so they can run all the way through and not have to dump it the way they have here. And they can just feed to both sides, so it'll be easier for them. But right now, this is the method. And the cows seem happy enough. Right, he's nearly finished, so we can get back in for round two. This is the main man here. Look how fancy he is, look. Charlie boy. How smart are they?
Nice.
Lovely. These are a bit short, but if you're a midget like Craig, then you're alright.
I'm kind of between.
We're average. We're average.
Aye.
He's more normal than you are.
Don't know about that, mate.
These are something I don't show you guys much. I keep messing up my words. Anyway, these are something I don't show you guys much. They are called wrist protectors, and these ones are awesome. They're extra thick, and they go dry really quick, or they dry out really quickly. So they're always dry, ready for the next farm. Oh. Charlie found us some spray paint. Cheers. Look at that. Hoof GP spray, you can buy it at all good stockists. All the pins out? Yep. And down we go. It's a bit like building your own facility when we come here. Sometimes. Just to plug in and get some cows, and then we'll be rocking and here to do the job we're meant to be doing. Right, let's attempt to get these cows in without losing them all. There are multiple escape routes. One here, well, this is one huge one actually. And someone's parked a tractor in our way, or a handler. Right, I think the deal will be, we'll send the dog to get the cows. Craig, do you want to get the cows?
I'll get the cows down if you want. You can try and keep them together.
And I'll be the herding dog. I'm sure I could be a cow dog, no problem. Pray first.
So like I said earlier, we had a cancellation and this farmer said he could take us as long as we got the cows in ourselves. I may have made a mistake in saying okay.
It's going exactly as expected, yeah. Oh! I didn't realise you can get out the top as well. Ah, they've seen the light. No. Ah! She's really lame. Go on. No. He usually goes better than this. There's too many escape routes. Not enough gates and not enough people. I should get it this time. That was fun. Because it's kind of awkward to get in and out of this place and the cows aren't in a race, Craig just brings the cows to me, lifts their feet and I trim them, and then he goes and gets the next one. Works quite well. It's just a shame I have to do all the trimming. She definitely needs her feet done. So this is before, and this is afterwards. Let's see how we got to this point though.
The vast majority of the cows on this farm now have fantastic feet. This farm really is up and coming. The difference I've seen in this particular place in the last 6 months is nothing short of phenomenal, and I can't wait to see what the next 6 months bring. That said, there are still a few cows who need our attention, so it's really good to be able to have a rummage through them by ourselves and pick out anything these guys may have missed. This cow wasn't lame in the slightest little bit, but it's still hugely rewarding and satisfying being able to shorten that toe so much, and now that I've found a bruise, I know an ulcer was on the way, so we've completely stopped it in its tracks. And as is very often the case, her right foot is a mirror image of the left foot.
So clearly she was just about to have an ulcer because of all of that overweight burdening on this claw, and that's why this bruising has started to materialise, and it would have turned into an ulcer. Now it won't. And here's cow 886 next on the hit list. This is the cow that was really feeling that front left foot, and she's still holding it in the air right now. She'd barely touched the ground when she was walking in, so it'll be interesting to see just how much we can help her. Hopefully we can. Now when she was coming in, she actually made a couple of steps which made me think she was lame slightly on the back foot as well, and she actually is lame on this back left foot. It looks like she's got a white line problem, or it could even be a sole fracture.
This cow actually has fairly uncommon feet. It's very rare that you see me trim back the inner claw more than the outer claw, because usually the inner claw is smaller and we're trying to take the weight away from the outer claw. The truth is the complete reverse in this cow's case, and that's partly why she has this problem.
Now we could say, well, hey, it's disappeared, but actually here is the point of pain here, and apply a block there to get rid of the pain from this digit. So let's do that. That's an easy fix. I don't think we'll take that any deeper. I don't think there's a pocket under there, and this will allow any problems under here to start the healing process. I'm pretty sure this will have done the job. Now to do that terrible front foot. Water, please. Oh, ouch. Now that looks sore.
Experience tells me straight away that there is something major wrong with that inner claw, and it's most likely an abscess. But experience isn't always right. Except in this case, it is. She has an abscess. That blood isn't because I've cut her, it's because there's a cavity under there full of blood and pus, and we need to make sure we uncover it completely so that she can get on with the job of getting back to full health. Unfortunately, this cow's foot is about to look a whole lot worse before it can make any progress in the right direction. So as this trim progresses, things are going to get more than a little messy. But I really want you to concentrate on where the blade of my knife is actually aiming, landing, and peeling away the horn from. As it progresses, you'll see that the blade is going in underneath the horn and lifting it away. We're not actually cutting through any tissue that is connected, other than horn. Progress on feet like these is really slow. I'm constantly feeling and prodding the foot to see if I can determine whereabouts the cavity is underneath that horn. Often I alternate between the knife and the grinder to take away the majority or the bulk of the hoof horn with the grinder, and then do the more precise cuts with the knife to make sure I'm as careful as possible. If you look towards the top or the heel part of that inner claw, you can clearly see there is still a cavity underneath that high part of the hoof horn, and we need to also remove that, otherwise it will fill with dirt, debris, slurry and manure and cause even more problems for this poor cow. You can really clearly see here that this hoof horn is not attached to the corium at all. It's just a film over the whole thing that has completely delaminated. And that is a trap for slurry and manure to fill in and cause even more problems yet again. But now we've removed it all, we're going to soak it with iodine and cover it with salicylic acid.
So this cow has had an abscess deep in her white line, and it's delaminated the whole of her sole and allowed digital dermatitis to get in. So we need to kill the digital dermatitis before this cow can actually start to regrow horn. Well, actually, she will regrow horn. The digital dermatitis is destroying that horn as it's regrowing, so it will never heal unless we get rid of the dermatitis. Which is why Craig is applying salicylic acid under that bandage, and it'll be removed 4 or 5 days time, and she should be going a lot better. I'm actually hoping that she goes better within the next 5 minutes, to be honest. So when we let her out of the crush, the proof will be in the pudding. I like pudding. Was it that bad? Yup.
She's very shaky on that foot when we first let her out of the crush, but that's not surprising at all. The proof will be when we walk her back round to her pen. But in the meantime, we need to finish what we came here to get done. And we trim about 40 cows today in total before finally getting to go home.
They never ever take their time. Come on.
She was the very last cow out of the pen this morning because she was going so slowly. She's not walking perfectly, but she is bearing weight on that foot now, and I can't wait to get back to see her again.
And with those last couple of cows done, that is us for another day. Guys, this has been a very long one. Let me know if you've enjoyed it down in the comments, and make sure you have clicked that subscribe button. But for me, it's goodbye for now.
Goodbye!